Okay, we are here. Dokkan just announced their Goofy Global Dokkan celebration. Don't look at their hashtag for it. I don't know why they hashtagged it that. Hashtagged it CP. So
Why'd you have to say that?
I don't know. I just peeped. I'm like, bro, why are
Who
they
had to
calling that?
bring that up?
Why they do that? Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna get like copyright strikes. Where are the units? No, that was June. What? I'm not gonna get nuked for that. I'm not gonna get nuked for that.
No, you'll be fine.
What?
You'll be fine.
What? That's
It
that's
just
what's
sounded
called.
funny. I mean, yeah, just like, bro, you could have just showed it on the screen.
Where is? Where's the video from today? My PC crashed. What is going on? Why is it stopping? You know how much money this thing costs? Are we still streaming? Are we recording? Okay, we are. Okay, little glitch, guys. Little glitch. Okay. PC can't handle Twitter, bro. Do they have a thing with both of the... Okay, yeah, this is... Yeah, I could not be a YouTuber, bro. Okay, here we go. Boom. Okay, so we got these fish boy units here. Wow, this quality's fishy. Okay. I don't know. Turning on, just recording just feel weird. Okay. We're back. My brain's working now. This is what we're looking at. Global Dokkan campaign. It's the first time we're doing it. It's supposed to be any level. They announced that they are both.
Yeah.
Yeah. This are units. They baited us. We thought the drum beat noise and the opening sound. We thought that was Daima. It's Future Saga. And so we're going in with Vegito. We're going in. Well, active skill Vegito, active skill Zamos. Right. So they're both tagged. They want to focus on the mechanic. We were hoping it was going to be Daima. We wanted Mini Super Saiyan 4. We wanted Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. But they thought we needed Future Saga again for some reason because you just have to keep glazing Super. Tormented Power, Future Saga. Tormented Power, Future Saga. So, this is what happens when Shueisha hates Dragon Ball and they won't give us the rights to do manga stuff and the anime has not been back. Like, we really should have had the Moro arc and the Granola arc should have been done. That should have ended at least, I want to say 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. That's how
So
long
they made a
time would have been
movie
passed
on the
since
arc that
Ego
happened
would have been
right
done.
after.
Yeah, I think Ego happened in 2023. Like this literally could have been done.
Probably earlier. Probably earlier than that. But
So yeah, but this is what we're doing. We're getting this again. Hopefully the animations are better. But what do we discuss first? Obviously, there's outcry. These guys do not
all right,
fuse. It's just an active skill
let's just
attack.
stream.
Like
That's like how you felt beforehand, going into it, like
so,
before the stream,
we already
when they
know
announced it.
this because we'll have hindsight from the video. I was dooming the Christian. I already knew it was gonna be somebody else. They somehow dropped, but went below my standards. They went below what I thought they were going to do. I knew it was gonna be Future Saga, but we were out here predicting it was gonna be Mini 4 and then Zamos and then Vegito with Goma. That would be hype. Literally nothing wrong with that. That would have been perfectly fine. I don't know why they had to separate it if they even are still doing Daima for part 2. That's a whole separate conversation. We're going to be here for a minute now, I think about it. But
Yes, but something else
I
to talk
thought
about.
they was going to be, which would be cool. And I remember, I don't know if you remember when I told you this, but it was a couple days ago. I told you this is kind of interesting that they would show part 1 and possibly part 2 in the same teaser. They had never, ever, they never
Don't ever
show
do that.
any teasers or any hints for what part 2 is for any celebration. They have never done that. It's only whatever the first hints are is all for part 1. So that's why I was like, that is why my initial theory was part 1 is going to be a Daima character and a super character from Future because we saw Zamos' voice, and then the first teaser was us
The
hearing
blue
drum
and
beat noise, and people were saying it was the beginning of the opening instruments for Daima. Obviously, I haven't seen Daima, so I didn't really know. I was just taking the word
funny
for it and
enough,
all that
that's the
stuff.
problem. We really have to address. We have to finish Young Sung and Squid Game, and then we can watch Timer.
Um, but then, so yeah, so that was my theory as to why. Okay, they're mixing the arcs up together, 2 and 2, right? And I thought, like, yeah, they've never shown that before, so that was a red flag. But I just thought it meant, they were gonna mix up the banners. But supposedly, no, we're just doing straight future. We're just doing straight future. I was going in. I'll say what I was predict. Well, that was my prediction, and I was also telling Christian that I did not think if this was to be straight up future, then it's a really big mistake it's significantly less hype, especially because I was still have the really bad taste of last time we got Future. That really left a really bad taste in my mouth personally. I really did not want to see Vegito Blue again. Um, so I mean, it looks like they're trying to make up for that by trying to make these Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta where they're doing an active skill attack, but you're pretty much going to be using the tag mechanic way more strategically than you were going to be using it with the 10 years. Because this is also, and I'm going to pause that point there because that's going to bring up another good topic about the tag mechanic and what I think about the 10-year units and how they kind of technically did not utilize that mechanic very well because of how strong the
They've been
fusions
doing it
were.
horrible.
That was
They've
a
been
long
doing
story
it
short for
terribly.
that.
They've been doing it.
But
I'm not gonna it horrible.
so that was what I was thinking going into it. That was what I was telling Christian, and Christian was way more positive about it. I was saying that I'm dooming. That is, if it's future, I have bad hopes. Obviously, the arc that's being done doesn't correlate with the quality of the units that are gonna be have. Like, even if it wasn't Future Saga and the kits were the same for 2023 worldwide, obviously the kits would have been the same. It wasn't because it was Vegito that it got, it's just words and numbers. But so yeah, so now Christian, you can give as to what you thought going into the celebration yesterday.
God, I'm very annoyed. I told you this. I've been saving my anger for the stream, or for whatever the hell you. I have to now be composed. Okay.
It's good.
So.
It's like make my protein shake while you yap.
Okay, so sorry, give me a second. I don't have a problem with him doing that as long as he cleans it up. Okay, so sorry, I'm just gathering my thoughts. So going into it, when I heard that it was going to be Future, I'm like, okay, I am the Vegito fan of the group. I'm the guy who loves Vegito. He's cool as hell. Don't get him, the show doesn't give him too much shine. The game glazes Gogeta up until this year. They dropped the 10-year, and then I was like, okay, all right. They gave him his respect. So once I Vegito Blue, I'm like, okay, I wanted Daima. I do want Daima, but as long as they drop Daima in part 2, I have zero issues with it. So I went in. We can hear me, right? There's no issues with the voice chat.
I actually should go check the YouTube while you talk, but
Yeah, let me just double check it because I don't know if we can. But I went in. I'm like, okay, if it's going to be any level, they're going to make these guys good. They're going to fuse it Vegito. We're going to get our Goku Black and Zamasu. Both cards haven't been relevant in so damn long. And because of the last celebration, the last time they dropped a future damn, I can't even think. The last time they dropped a future centered celebration, it went terribly. Went absolutely horrible. One of the worst celebrations I've ever seen in my life. The units weren't even that good. Marcel was the most clowned on unit in Dokkan. God, the amount of stuff I even like the memes because they're kind of funny. Now we got a new meme we have to talk about later. Get a new meme. I don't even like that one because it actually hurts my soul. Marcel's laughing, but like it's actually sad. It's really sad. But Marcel was a doomer because of what happened in 2023. He thinks that's gonna happen again because of how messed up and they messed it up back then. They're gonna do it again because as of late they haven't been doing great with their units. They have weird unit design aside from a couple units. And then I was like, okay, it's gonna be a tag character. You could use a Vegito.
the units are
Then there's a Goku Black
pretty
character.
good. It's just the unit selection has been kind of undeserving. Like Tala's top TUR and Tien's pretty
So the
good
amount
too.
of times we called on Blue Ken for that,
no,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
that's
hear
him.
that.
Okay, no, that's one person.
Blue Ken,
I'm
Super Saiyan 3.
I'm gonna
I'm not
defend their
hearing
design
that.
this year, bro. Come on, Blue Ken is actually yeah, that's really bad. But look, okay, talk about it then. He's
It's
a
good.
top
Like,
two.
it's good and
He's
bad.
number
It's
2.
good and bad. I'm not gonna act
Okay,
like it's just.
say
I'm
another
saying it's
bad
been
design
changed.
unit. Because the only other one I can think
Super
of
Saiyan
is
Vegeta.
Kale.
Super Saiyan Vegeta.
Okay, him and then maybe Kale Cauliflower. But they're not even. But that's Yellow Coin.
That's 3. It's been like anniversary stopped at February.
I'm not defending Soup
And
Daima.
4
I'm not defending Daima the Vegeta. I'm not gonna defend him. But I will defend. I'm not defending Goku. Kale and Cauliflower, I'd say, are
I'm not.
fine. Typical.
They're good. They're good. It's just like
Typical Yellow
we
Coin.
have to get into that later. It's just like weird unit design, weird unit picks, but they're good. That's why I'm like, I'm hopeful. I'm like, they're gonna do good. If it's any level, if they're gonna make them any level, then it's gonna have the same amount of hype. It's gonna have the same amount of anticipation going into part 2 when they drop the diamond units. Then me and Marcel about 6 LR thing.
Oh, yeah, this
You
whole
want to talk
thing
about the
is
$6
totally
thing?
made me forget that we're only getting 4, thankfully. I totally, this has been so unfocused that I hadn't even thought about that we're getting not 6, so that's good.
6
But
okay.
keep going.
Yeah, but yes. So I went into it hopeful. He went into it pessimistic. Me and him had a whole big argument about this. But yeah, we're not gonna repeat 2023. They're gonna make these units lit. Now, then we get to the day of the day of the stream, which is what you can talk about. You can talk about that. So yeah, you go talk about the announcement stream, bruh. This is for you.
Okay, so you said your piece for what you expected beforehand, right? Okay, so
Yes, yes. Oh yeah. Well,
obviously,
before I continue, we know the EZAs are gonna be lit. Please do not mess that up.
yeah,
Please don't
that's
mess up
honestly
the
the only good
EZAs.
thing they got going
That
on
is when
about
we heard
this.
Future, like Marcelo's main point, like being actually like somewhat not mad was the EZAs. He loves Vegeta and Trunks. I love Vegeta and Trunks.
That's one of my like top 3 favorite units of all time. That was
They're gonna EZA. They're gonna be still gonna be relevant again. Now, yeah. So that is one thing that regardless of what happens, as long as they make them really good, we're gonna be fine. But yes, continue. I'm sorry. I tried to
Yeah,
cut you
so
off.
they do have good ease. So yeah, let's just list it out like this: the pros and cons. So the pros of this celebration, at least starting out with Future, is that we do have really great EZAs lined up. I think this is the best thing I can think of coming out of this celebration. I mean, I'll bring up point 2, but point 1 is the EZAs are definitely what I'm looking for immediately first. Seeing this in Zamos, I really like. Um, I really liked Inzamos. I do have him fully duped. I gave him good equipment. He wasn't that good on release, especially compared to Vegeta and Trunks. So I feel like they really got to do him justice this time.
Zamos was good. Zamos
No,
was good.
no. I
I
was
think
there.
he
I
was good.
remember I was there. I pulled for him. He was not.
Like he wasn't amazing.
He
He was.
really
I think
was
he was.
not that good. Bro, you need to probably look at his passive again. He needs to get hit 5 times to get 2% damage reduction or something like that. Like he
I
really was
remember him
not
being
that.
good back then. I mean, you're the villain guy. You're the villain. I'm gonna let you talk.
He had 20% damage reduction base, 50. Yeah, yeah. Every time he got hit 5 times, he would get 1 key. Wow, that's really insulting. Get hit 5 times and then you get a permanent 1 key in battle, up to 5. Wow, that's really insulting for real. That's embarrassing. He only changed the or. He only got additional key orbs for 5 turns. Obviously, he wasn't slot 1. We already had Vegeta and Trunks for that, and every time he gets hit 5 times, he would also get 10 HP at the end of the turn. Wow. On that 5th hit. For every attack, receive 2% damage reduction within the turn. Up to 10. So, whopping 30% damage reduction.
What happened to overall his whole kit?
He wasn't good at. He really wasn't that good. He's one of the best players in the game, and his animations are fine. His animations
I'll
are
let you be.
fine.
I'll let you. You know villains
Um,
better than me. Continue.
yeah, but
I apologize.
so yeah, his EZA, super EZAs. We got great super EZAs. They could also possibly. I think they could EZA AGL Trunks. I think is he 2022? I don't remember.
Which
But
trunks?
the
The
AGL Trunks
what?
could get EZA. Oh, future Gohan and Trunks EZA. I would really want that too. That would also be good
Oh yeah,
timing here.
please. I have
I
them
love
now.
that card, and that card got shafted by 7-year, man. They came out and Red Zone destroyed them. Everyone pre-Red Zone, right after Red Zone came out, yeah, you were cooked. So, yeah, we got good EZAs, and not even mentioning the Super EZAs, obviously. 5 Vegeta will get another chance to reign for sure, along with the AGL Rose. Me and that card go back.
Me and 5 Vegeta go back.
So, that's that going for it. Any other positive I can think? I mean, they do have good animation potential for Goku and Vegeta in this arc. So there is good potential for them to have it. I really hope they don't mess up these animations, especially because these are going to be the main ones you're seeing since their actives are just active skill attacks. So I'm really hoping they go off on the animations. That could really make or break if I summon for these guys or not. I'm really disappointed. I think this could have been salvaged a lot if they gave the fusion mechanic at least to just Zamos, Goku Black, and And Zamos, I feel like would have really needed that. I really feel like Extreme could have really needed a broken, because this is supposed to be anniversary level. So then I really think Extreme needs a unit on the level of Vegito, and we never. Why I don't know why they don't want to do that. And I feel like if they were going to do that to anybody, I feel like I feel like it would be correct to do it for Goku Black. I feel like honestly at this point more people would want Goku Black to be one of the best extreme LRs in the game rather than like an LR Frieza being Vegito level. Can you agree with that? I feel like a Goku Black related LR being Vegito level would be more hype to people than like
More hype,
Namek
yes.
Saga
More
Frieza
hype,
being that level.
more hype, yes. Because I don't think people were jacking
Yeah.
in worldwide a few. Well, Frieza was really really good, but they weren't like hype that he was the best.
Yeah.
Goku Black has not
Goku
been relevant in Dokkan for so
people like
long.
Frieza more than Goku Black for sure. But Goku Black is definitely still more hype when it comes to a gacha game, mobile game where you're summoning. He has the colors. He's a Super Saiyan. It's perfect. And it would have been so cool to have someone on that level as a Vegeta, as on an extreme unit. And obviously, technically, no, actually, no. It's not possible for him to be, especially after seeing he has an active skill attack. There's no way he's going to be better than Vegito's impossible. Or at least, I don't even think he's going to be on the level as. I don't see how it's possible for them with just active skill attacks. I mean,
They have to have some insane heat.
they're not going to have counters. And it
Have some
needs to have a
insane
redirect, and they would need to be also invincible when they do the target. It would need to be a target. It would need to be they're invincible. I
It
don't
might
know.
have
Maybe
like a
Zamos
ghost
side could
usher.
have that. I don't. Yeah, Ghost Usher's not. That's not going to be better than doing
It's not
unlimited
enough.
damage. I don't like. I honestly don't think they have the. I don't know. That's so funny. Before this, we were like, "How do you beat a Vegito unit with another Vegito?" And this Vegito will not be countering. So Vegito will not be dethroned.
My goat. My goat.
I don't know.
But
Unless
yeah,
they stack an ungodly amount of attack and their active skill is the actual
just
nuke, and I
no,
mean nuke, I mean like I don't know, like legit 300 million,
no.
500
So
million.
they have to be like. I'm trying to think what type of damage would they have to possibly do
If they just keep
better than
stacking attack
Vegito.
and like imagine Gohan stacked attack and defense. That Phi one, his active skill would hit literally just as hard as like Vegito at the end of Festival of Battles. He is
You're
mad
probably
that
correct,
like
but
my 55% one can do 70 mil on his active skill. If he stacked attack, and obviously we need stack defense as
he
well.
probably
But
should have. Probably should have. That's the point.
a possible good thing about this that I do want to mention is that the whole point of the tag, it's kind of a backfiring of starting the tag mechanic with these fusions that were super OP. Is I don't know if you thought about this way, Christian, but I sent some tweets talking about this, and they do bring up a good point. Is think about this. The tag mechanic was introduced with the fusions, correct? And and when you're using them, you're not really too hardcore focusing on using the tag mechanic itself with them. You're pretty much just going straight into Vegito. Like compare the amount of times you've popped a Patara versus you going into Vegito. Is
I don't think I've ever. I popped up a tower maybe like. That's absolutely
Yeah,
happy. I don't really do
exactly.
it like
How
enough.
many times have you used
No,
Beku
I play legit.
over
Veku.
Gogeta?
mm, Very rarely. Veku's more.
Exactly. So it's kind of just like they kind of don't use they kind of don't take advantage of the tag mechanic themselves because you don't need to. You don't need to. There's no real benefit. One is just so
It's because
much
they're
better
too
than the
good.
other. One is just
Good.
popping out Vegeta was just an insta one. It's so much easier popping out Gogeta and popping the active skill. It's just so much easier to do. So them allowing these Goku and Vegeta this card that you're going to be staying in most of the time, and I know we have Goku and Frieza. They're the
I
only
was about to
that
bring them up. I was
Goku
about
and
to bring them up.
Frieza and yeah, but again, same with him. Once you literally go turn 4, you get the hell out of Frieza. The hell out of
Unless
Frieza.
you're low. Unless you're
Goku,
low. Still. Goku's
And then
way,
was
way
that
better
Kale
than.
and Caulifla? I didn't focus too much on that card, but Kale and Caulifla, they do work like that, where you're using their active skill, their tag active skills about 50-50-50 according to Truth. You're using that a lot more, switching back depending on your team running and whatnot. So they do have more potential out of these two cards to get the tag mechanic down, where you're actually swapping more frequently and maybe using their different abilities. And that is, that is a good point, because yeah, you're not really doing that too much with the 10 years, which are the main tag switch units. So yeah, it's an
They were the
opportunity to do
introduction.
that. What are you saying?
Yeah, they were the introduction. Oh yeah, they were the introduction of the mechanic. So people just kind of having into the best way to do it. The best way to do it is not to even do it. Just go to Vegito, go to Goku. You appreciate you have to think about it a little bit more. No, get to Goku. Simple as that. Kale Khalifa is probably
Exactly.
the best one they've done. At the same time, they still didn't do it correctly because of.
Well, they're
I mean,
just
you can get
not
to that
as
later.
good. If you bump up their numbers or whatever, then they're top tier. But I mean, they're just a yellow coin. These guys are gonna be another main focus guys. So like, I think they're gonna take advantage of the tag way more here. So that was what I wanted
We'll
to
see.
bring up, I guess, about that. Another point I wanted to bring up is I don't think. What was I
We'll
saying?
see.
Or I guess I'll go into this. I mean, based on like the breaking through the limit or something, which means absolutely nothing in Dragon Ball, I guess you could. There's still, still holding out hope that Daima's Part 2. I mean, wouldn't be the first time they've saved
It's
the more
possible.
hype unit for Part 2, and we've had that with Beast in 9 year. I think it's possible
Beast
that
was crazy.
Part
Beast was
2
crazy. I'm not
is
gonna lie.
like it's possible that Part 2 could be Daima. They know Daima would do better than doing the Future Saga. They probably didn't want to mix up Future and Daima like I was thinking what happened for Part 1. Maybe they think it's just safer to just bring out Part 2 Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I think that would work better. If they go straight into Z Future, I'd be upset again. And they also probably just wanted to use the tag mechanic again, because it's like, especially because these guys don't fuse into Vegito and Zamos, it's like we don't want to drop both of those hitters at the same time. Maybe like that's possible reason as to why they didn't want to do that. There's a million reasons, right? There gonna be a million reasons, but I mean, I think it's possible that we still get Daima for Part 2. I really hope so, because they can't really do the tag mechanic that they want to push with Mini Goku just yet. You want to do you want your first Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku. This is what I wanted to bring up. You want it to be his own standalone LR and all that stuff, right? Because remember, there's actually a million ways they can implement. They can do the Mini. He can start straight up Mini. He could be Mini going into the adult. He could be Mini 3 into Mini 4. He could be, yeah, there's multiple ways. They could start on base and then go up to 4. There's multiple ways they could do it. And they're definitely going to want to do it that solo way before they start him out. That his first card is in a tag. You get what I mean? They're not going to make his first card
Yeah,
into a
obviously.
tag unit with he's like a tag with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. They would save something like that for when we already have like 2 Daima cards already. You know what I mean? You'd bring that out later. So if they do want to push the tag, then yeah, they would do this now. And especially since you don't want to use Vegito, you don't want to go into Part 1 with Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then go into Part 2 with the tag Goku Vegeta that don't fuse. Because then they're just like, no one's summoning. I'm going to go back on the Daima banner. You know what I mean? Like, no. So do this now. People are going to spend their stones. Yeah, we're not going to give you the fusion, but hey, maybe we're banking on our animations being really good. Maybe we're banking on the kits being really good, and then they still got blue and pink hair. You're going to someone when the banners drop. Keep hating. Because that's usually how it always goes. We're going to see a bunch of hate now. Wait till Saturday. Christian, even if I'm not as hype
Of
about the
course, I'm still
animations,
gonna
people are
summon.
still...
I'm still
Well,
gonna
people
summon.
didn't say nothing about the AGL animations. Everybody was still summoning, bro. We read the kit. We read the kits.
I mean,
We knew
to be
what we were
fair, they were
summoning
top
for.
5 on release. To be fair, they were top 5.
Yeah, but
Zama's is
look at
way
their
better.
animations, and everyone was fine. Like literally nobody, everyone was fine. Obviously, we clown them now,
That's
but like the people were fine with it. So it was like, okay. So
Saiyans
once
have
the
no
animations
limits.
drop, and once the kids drop, Dokkan knows they're not stupid. They see everyone hating. They see y'all hating. They knew y'all were gonna hate. They did this with Beast. They know that 9 year not give them top grossing when they drop real Beast a year and a half later. Oh, I. Y'all still summoned, did y'all not? When we gave him
So
Beast
you sound like
Blast,
Truth.
we gave him
You
Beast
sound like
Blast, and y'all
Truth.
still summoned, right? No, unlike Truth,
Beast
Truth glazes with
Blast.
their decisions. He glazes everything. He's still coping about with this. He's like, it's a bummer, but he's still finding ways to glitch, to cope. I
So
think
that's how
if
bomb. This is a.
honestly, from their perspective, this is the right thing to do if they're doing Daima for part two. I don't understand why you would not. If they're doing Daima for part two, this is smart as hell. Save your
This
fusing
is the.
Vegito.
This is the
Save your
bait
tag
banner.
VB.
This is the bait banner.
Yes, save your tag. This is the copium's fully max. Save
That's the
your
most copium I think I've heard from you.
Save your VB. No, think about it. Listen. Think of
Like
this
it
as
makes
not
sense. I
smart.
know what you're saying. I
Save your
understand
VB.
what you're
We know
saying.
y'all are hating now. Y'all are not skipping. Even me. I'm saying I'm skipping, but honestly, when the banner's in my face, I see they got like 80% damage reduction slot 1 and they guard and the animations are not bad, but you just kind of cooking, right? Goku Black, Extreme Uno's up. We up, right? In LR Zamos, Easy Ace Fire, I'm going to want to pull the new Goku Black. I'm like, okay, I may dabble some coin.
So you have a. For
It's
you,
hard to
yes, you have
resist
enough.
new units. It's hard. So even when you say you want to skip, because honestly, in my heart, I do want to skip. I want to skip this, but when they're in my face, when I see the kits, when I see the animations, you don't know, right? So they know people are saying that. Oh, I'm gonna skip. Oh, it is L. Oh, LV Saiyans have no fusion. Okay, but when the banners drop and the animations come out and the kits drop, you guys are gonna summon. You're gonna spend all your damn stones, and then part two, we're gonna drop the monkey boy on your heads. And people go, oh my god, boom, perfect. And we saved ourselves not having to get, because what we're gonna do for part two? If we drop monkey boy now, what are we gonna do for drop two? We're not dropping the Goku Vegeta because they're not fusing. Y'all are gonna flame us. So we might as well wait. It's more hype to put that less wanted card in first, and then part two bring out the mini, bring out the. And you know what's so crazy? They're still probably gonna give us mini for after this. If it is Daima, I'm
I'm still
pretty convinced
summoning
it's
all
gonna
my
be
damn
mini.
stones on
Yeah,
it.
no, yeah, no, of
They will
course,
take all my
but it's still gonna
stones.
be the mini one probably, not even the adult. But I think that's a pretty high possibility. I think it's a high possibility.
We're going through the
Because
minds
going
of.
in, I can understand why they did this for part. I can totally get why they did this for part one. It's stupid, but I get why they did it. Especially if part two is Diamond. If part two is Z Future, then then I don't know what we're doing. Then either they probably just don't have the animations ready yet for four. Like that's the only thing I would be able to think of. I don't know why they would want to keep waiting. Because I mean, if you think about it, they waited really long for Beast. We waited a year for Beast also. So I mean, that's just how they're operating.
They still put in the
So
game. He was still in the game.
barely. He was still in the game late. He came out New Year's, bro. It was a New Year's banner if you're talking about least on.
Yes, for a time. Yeah, continue.
I think we're in the same
I'm
time
gonna let you
period as
finish.
what this came out in February? 4 came out? Am I bugging?
Four. Wait, who came out?
Daima? Daima Goku?
Daima.
Where it ended? He got this form like only just in like February, right? It was this
It
semester.
wasn't that long. It was like a few. It was a few months ago.
Yeah, we still didn't get Beast in this time period, I think. So I mean, it's not new, right? It's not new for them to be stalling this long. So in this time period, the amount of months it's been since 4 came out, we still didn't have Beast. So my biggest fear is it not
That was
coming in part 2, and it also not coming in Tanabata. Because if it's not in this, then our only hope is Tanabata 2 months from now. And then if it's not in August, late August, then it's gonna be in February, and that would actually blow minds. That would blow minds if they actually wait that long.
At that point, just drop it with the anniversary. At that point.
Yeah,
That'd be
that's what I
funny as
mean
hell.
by
Imagine
that's what I mean
Diamond
by
just.
February. That would be anniversary,
I
11
mean,
years.
I meant by that. If it dropped in February, imagine it dropped in part 3. You saw Diamond Coke
Part
as
3
soon
of
as it
what?
dropped in the
Part 3
show.
of
Of 10 years. Imagine that happened.
oh, was he out? Did he exist?
I don't know. I don't know if he was. I don't know if he existed in February, but let's just say hypothetically he did drop. Let's say
Well,
February like
Vegeta dropped in March.
13th or something like that.
Part 3 was in March. So
Okay, well then part. Well, that was
possibly.
part that they could have
Maybe they
dropped him.
could
I'm
have.
saying
I
like
think
they
they
could
could
have.
have though.
They could have dropped him. That would have been funny. Like they did UI. Like dropped him the day after he was in the show. But yeah, now for me, I am super doomer right now. Me and Marshall pretty much swap places. Not optimistic, but like he's not
I
upset about
knew
this
this
because
was
he
happening.
can
I
skip
literally
it.
knew this.
He knew this
They
is gonna
went
happen.
lower than I thought, honestly.
This is worse than I thought. They made a tag unit of Vegito and Goku Black and Zom, and they don't fuse. What in the? Yeah, and what you said is what they were thinking. But Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, what? How do you expect people to feel? How do you expect people to feel? They're gonna get clowned on, especially with the last time y'all did. What do you think they're gonna feel? People are gonna be pissed. We Saiyans have no limits to we say it can't fuse. No, no, get that nonsense out of here. And, like, and then the truth over here glazing this damn Omatsu's decision because I mean here's what Marcel just said. First one is bait. Part two they drop the lit unit, but come on, man. It's just anniversary level. You gotta expectations. How do you expect me to feel when you drop a fusionless and anniversary? No, no. This bum ass
That's how I know
celebration.
they're lying because they would never
So
do this on
imagine
actual anniversary. They would
if
never do that.
anniversary actually happened, and let's say Vegito and Gogeta did not fuse. That is the big. They would be celebration for the rest of humanity.
Well, guess what? You know what Truth tries to compare it to, and you know what other Dokkan Glazers are trying to compare it to? They're trying to compare it to Super Saiyan gods in 7 year. About how Gogeta Blue is only an active skill. That is not the same to me at
It's
all.
not the same. It's not. I know
You
it
agree,
sounds
right? That is
logical,
not the
yes.
same. That is
It's
not
not
the
the
same to me.
same. It's not the same. You know, logically it is. That's just that. It's hard to explain
You
why it's not the
you want to know why
same,
the conditions are
but it
different for me?
isn't. Why? Because we had Gogeta in the game? Wait, no. Actually, I don't know. That's why.
Well, yeah, you're right. We already have Gogeta Blues in the game. Two, two. They dropped with a
Wait, what's gonna? I
super
can't.
hype fusion unit next to them. They hyped with literal the first fusing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta that built Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegeta, and they went into fusion. They both had something different going on. Well, they were fusing, the other ones were transforming into blue, and this was also the first God Vegeta card too, and the LR in it too. God
Okay,
Vegeta was
well,
part of the
good
hype,
cars.
and they
I love
both
those cars to this
transformed
day. Them EZs are
into
amazing.
blue. They both transformed into blue, and they were also using new animations from the Broly movie. I'm putting it on gang. Their animations are not gonna be better than
Every
these
Broly
guys.
movie, they're not
The
gonna be better.
blue ones that they're making for this future and on that's coming out, they're not gonna have better animations than these guys. Someone told Truth they're like, yo, this stuff they didn't come out yet. You can't even say that. They are not gonna do that better than them. It's not. So their animations are better. It was the first cards we had of two of the gods together in LRs. What, they'd even fight together in the movie. They did that for Dokkan. It's low key a little Dokkan original the way they confused their attacks in the movies and made them to do it together.
A little.
They were
It's Dokkan
actually
original. That is
pretty right. You just
Dokkan
thought about that,
original.
right?
Yeah, that is Dokkan
They
original.
do the same moves they did in the movie, but they just choreography to do it as if they were fighting Broly at the same time. Like, come on. Come on. And then they transformed into blue, and their blue animations were even better. Like, get the hell
I
out of
still love
here.
to this day their blue animations.
And and again, they dropped with a unit that was fusing. That's what I was saying. If they literally just did the same thing with Zamos, at least have Zamos and Goku Black fuse. It's that simple. At least have one of them. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That's why it's completely different. See, look, this guy posted a picture. Don't they do it? And it's the 7 years. Let's see what other people say. Uh, was never overhyped or didn't meet expectations. They were already quite high for the Big Seven. They also had the pleasure of still transforming and being alongside a fusing unit with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah, but they transform, and they were with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah, like this guy said. I was trying to equate the two as crazy. At least there isn't a massive Gogeta in the back making us think they fuse. I also don't agree with the false advertising thing. People are saying they false advertised. They didn't advertise anything. This is our first time seeing the units. The only thing they advertised or teased was that it was Future Saga. They didn't tell you that it was transforming. And they
Maybe
straight up
like the
said it in
blue
the
and the pink.
video. They straight up said, You can fuse into Vegito to unleash an attack. You can fuse into Zamos to unleash an attack. They didn't say that that you use them. They straight up tell you that it was gonna be active skills. They didn't promise you anything. So I don't. That is me being like, okay, guys, like we're a little dragon, guys. They didn't bait us, right? They just said it was Future Saga. Like all we heard was Zamos talk before 6 a.m. this morning or 7. And yeah, they were paired with the biggest money in Dragon Ball, not Zamos. Yeah, these guys are being legit paired with Zamos. Like, come on, like that Goku Black Card is legit going to be used with a tag switch into just base Zamos, bro. Like, come on, they should have had them fuse.
I mean,
I have no problems with
use
that.
it.
I don't care. I don't really
Probably gonna have
mind.
different mechanics.
And I don't expect his. He better be a defensive god, but he better heal like 30% every turn, and he better be invincible. People wanted this over Dime, by the way. This is one thing I'm gonna be surprised. I don't know if you've seen. I'm way more brain rot than you, so I see a lot more community reactions and stuff. But honestly, I've seen
I
a lot of non-troll posts. A lot of people. I actually see a lot of people, even before yesterday. I want to say, and even before we heard Zamos' teaser. So when we still were just assuming this was gonna be Daima, everyone wanted Daima. There's a lot of people, Christian, that actually don't want Daima. There's a lot of people who don't care, and that they don't want. They don't really care about the monkey. I'm actually surprised. There's a good amount of people who also really want to preferred. A lot of people were preferring Vegito. They wanted Vegito back when the blue and the red line came out, and people were like, "Ha, it's gonna be Vegito and Zamos." People, because we were joking. We thought it was jokes, and some people were like, "Yeah, I actually prefer that. I actually rather have Vegito than the monkey than the stupid Daima form."
That's extremely.
How much people rather? I'm like, bro. Even if you like, I didn't even watch Daima. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't even watch Daima, and you guys still rather get the same old Vegito blue cards. And this is not me being. And this is not me doing the baiting. Our little baiting fusion war. But you guys rather have the same old Vegito card again? Are you serious? Over something new? Even if you don't even like crazy about the new Goku form, at least it's something new. Really? Would be guaranteed good animations because it's ripped straight from Dragon Ball, one of the best animations we've had since the Broly movie. Really?
Daima's amazingly.
Really? There's a surprise, and I'm letting you know, Christian. There's a surprising amount of people who said they don't care about Fusion. I mean, they don't care about Daima, and they don't really, they're not that hype for Super Saiyan 4. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm glad it's Future. When Zamos was talking, they're like, oh, Vegito Blue. Wait, I'd rather this than Daima. So, but then we actually ended up getting the last laugh because because those guys were all assuming, like everyone else, when you hear Future, that we were getting Vegito Blue. So those people actually were like, yeah, like, I was like, it's the monkey paw. So like, yeah, you guys want Vegito, right? Now we don't get Daima, and they're like, yeah, shit. You know what? I probably would have took Monkey Boy over this. Okay, so yeah, no unpopular opinion. I don't care if they don't transform into a new card. I want them to be broken and have high value active skills with each character instead of a transformation. That is clearly the better option. Yeah, I mean, that brings into the problem of the 10 years. Start introducing tag mechanic with 10 years and them being so dominant in their transform state where like their tag mechanic is kind of undershadowed. It's like there's really no point and like,
I know what you're
that's
saying.
the problem with them introducing a tag mechanic there.
They could do that of their unit. I know you're saying with them introducing it. It was anniversary. They just went a little too over the top. Vegito and Gogeta are so good that it makes the tag mechanic look worse. But if you just do the tag mechanic correctly, which apparently that's what they're going to do, I just think they picked the wrong units to do this with. Do a Mechanical Leaf, I don't care, that's fine. Goku Frieza, I get it. These guys?
Yeah, because everyone's expecting them to fuse, right? That's like where your point is.
Like, who puts Goku and Vegeta in from Future Saga together and not expects them to fuse?
Yeah, so that is, man, that... They probably should have just chose a different version. They probably should have did Metal Cooler Goku and Vegeta.
I mean, is that anniversary level?
Is a fusionless thing anniversary level? No. Just Blue Goku tag Blue Vegeta from one of the worst arcs ever, and they've never had good animations. I don't expect them to animation to be good. Like, I don't think
I can
this is
figure something
this
out.
is definitely not anniversary level.
I'm just going off what
I
they
think they
said.
just said that to
But
just to say that. I think they said that debate. It's only anniversary level. They drop a
okay.
crazy ass Diamond Goku.
Okay.
But yeah,
Sure.
I'm
If you're not
actually
gonna base it off of
surprised
that,
people are
then
fiending for
they
Vegito
could.
Blue.
Then I'd rather them just do Frieza. Just go Goku Frieza from Namek. I'd rather them just do this. You could save Vegito.
And my point is that, like, overall, I don't even think I'm necessarily part of the crowd of people saying they fumbled, because I I'm not mad that there's no Vegito. I actually really don't care that they don't fuse into Vegito. I don't personally care, right? I don't care. My point is that you're not giving us the new Daima Goku because you're giving us these blue boys, and they don't fuse. This is like you just gave us a blue Goku and Vegeta over the Daima Goku from the Goku Black arc, bro. That is why. It's like if you're not gonna give me Daima, then like, whoa, you better give me
We're
tag Super
wasting our
Saiyan
time.
4 Goku Vegeta. That fuse into Gogeta. Like, what are we doing? Like,
I think it was if Diamond just dropped in the every single game in Doke. I almost said Doke. In Dragon Ball has Diamond except for like Sparking Zero. And Sparking Zero doesn't even have. It's not Diamond cards. It's not
Sparking
Diamond
Zero
cards. It's not
legit
Diamond units.
might get 4 before.
They might get 4 before Dokkan. Legends has it. Legends has. Does Legends have multiple or just one Daima Super Saiyan 4?
Uh, he just has one, and they don't have the mini one. They just have the adult one, and they also have adult Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But they don't
Okay.
have. But you know what's funny? That's what I told you last night. They're already bringing them back. They're already coming back.
Yeah, that's
They've
what I'm
already
saying. Like they're bringing them
returned.
back.
They've already
They
returned,
came
bro.
back. Kakarot is getting the Daima cards.
I mean, they're not the fours, but yeah.
I know. But so they didn't Diamond
We
their game.
legit might get them in
Does
Sparking
Xenoverse have
Zero.
them
I'm
yet?
expecting
Does
around
Xenoverse have
August.
them?
Yeah, yeah. So remember, they came out in the Xenoverse
Yeah,
like
I just want to make
a
sure. I just want to make sure.
like last month,
Thinking of the
2 months ago.
games, like every single game has the Daima, at least more Daima than Dokkan has, and Daima is the most recent Dragon Ball content that we have gotten since 20. When did Superhero drop? 2023, 2022? I think it's 2022, right?
When what happened?
Superhero dropped. It was 2022, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in 3 years, the first new content that we have, and Dokkan just doesn't drop it. And actually, the one thing that they did drop, he's mid. He's mid. Well, so talk about how bad Super Saiyan 3 Mini Machine is. Please, can we please talk about that? Why does he do that to him?
He's
Like, I'm genuinely,
unnecessarily bad.
he's not good in the slightest.
He's unnecessarily bad.
And he's Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Mini, the first new card we have, and they don't even do him justice. So, yeah, I'm annoyed. If they're not gonna do Diamond, at least give us freaking Vegito, and they didn't even give us that. So now I'm fully Doomer. I know the easy is gonna be good. The cards are probably gonna be lit. We know the cards are gonna be good. That's the funny part. The cards are gonna be good, as good as hell. But I would be sad using them. They could have been the Daima Goku or Vegito. And then Goku Black hasn't gotten love in 1,000 years, and they drop him with Zamas. And they don't fuse and fuse Zamas. So what are we
I
doing?
don't know. I'm
Your
not even
plan is
that
correct.
impressed
I
by
hope your
the.
plan is correct.
I'm not even that impressed
I
by their
hope your
animations they showed.
plan with the reused ones. The reused.
Bro, they could have they could have at least used the one from Fighter Z, bro. They could have at least. They could have at least. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't give two chicken nuggets about Goku and Vegeta not fusing, but no fusion Zamos. Like, come on.
And then you said, what do I think about them possibly EZAing?
Oh
Bots
yeah,
from
people are
2 years
saying,
ago?
they are
They're not
not,
doing
they're
that.
not
They're
using
not
it, bro.
doing that.
I wouldn't even
I would
care.
love if they did.
I don't even want to use.
I would love if they did
I don't
that.
want to see those animations
Just because of
again,
the
bro.
animation. Just
I
because of
just
the
don't
animation.
want to see them again, bro. No. Tag Zamos, yes.
I
Yes,
like
yes,
to use
yes.
it.
Tag
I
Zamos,
like
yes.
to use it.
And change his name,
Vegito.
please. Yes, please
I
change
know
his name.
the problem is they're not going to change
Please change his name.
the mechanic. They're not going to
That's
change
what I'm
the
saying. They
mechanic.
can't even
Unfortunately.
update active skills. So his active skill is gonna be like that forever. So that's
At least
fun.
make default. At least I mean, not hate running default Goku and Vegeta.
It's a lame attack
Like
to
I
be in
liked the
Dokkan.
card.
Also, it looks very
I
legit.
liked the card when it dropped. I was defending them up until a point. They were not
Oh,
that bad, and then they got cooked. They got cooked and cooked because of
they're
the low
legit
attack stats.
reusing animations, bro. Like their animations don't even look like that good. The Vegeta one looks like it could possibly have or maybe. But it just also is a bad look when we just got the best looking active skills in Dokkan, literally coming from Vegito and Gogeta.
Look at
So
that
look,
Vegito.
and
Look,
bro,
everybody says Vegeta was the best one. I'm not mad at that, but as a Vegito fan,
Gogeta's
seeing him
definitely best.
run up the sky, slicing dice, and then slicing an exit to the ground.
Vegeta's is
Come on, and
definitely the
go
best
look
one.
at Gogeta's. Gogeta's looks better, but I like Vegito
Bro
better.
literally did the shadow step, man. The
Bro,
choir,
it's just too
his
slow.
hair is
It's too
flowing.
slow for me.
He's
It's too
graceful with it. He
slow.
graceful with
He's
it.
too. He does step walk and then
Bro is
dash. He
walking
legit
at you and then he's just teleported above you. Like, yo, that's crazy. And then he legit did a Rasengan
it's
Spirit Break. This
cool.
is a
It's cool as
Rasengan
hell.
Stardust
Bro
Breaker. Get
legit
out of here.
walked 2 steps and then a Rasengan.
Uh,
No, Vegeta was placing in this man. I'm the
yeah.
fan. You can see the fandom. Bro slaps him with the wind and then whips out the sword and then slaps him again. I don't know why I like that animation so much. They cooked. They were cooking back then. Don't got no character no more. Can they do that again? They
But
do make Dokkan
yeah,
Originals look that
like
good again?
they're remaking the FU celebration picture. Yeah.
Eh,
Oh
it
man.
was that bad. It's that
No,
bad.
we didn't even
It's
see the
not
units
that
yet, bro.
bad. FU Celebration was legit horrible. Not funny though. It was funny. But anything else that you sent me on Twitter before you go into like how the
Uh,
community feels
I'm.
already?
I'm pretty much done. I feel like I've said everything. How long have we been going on for? It's been 47. So, I went to the initial post of when the initially dropped on Reddit, so 14 hours
Saying
ago
some
here.
views.
People said this is the curse of 5 Beast. 1,000 years of active skill only transformations
5
upon
East.
Yay. Vegito seems to only be an attack, merge Zamos too. What's weird about that is that Zamos never unfused in the show or manga. The show goes out their way to remind us that the fusion is permanent. So I wonder how they'll animate them unfusing. They probably won't animate it, lol. Yeah, they won't. There's no unfuse animation with the 10 years. I don't know why people think that that would happen. The next turn they just go back to Goku Black and Zamos for some reason.
Like it makes sense
No, it
because
doesn't.
the show is dumb.
They don't.
Because like they defuse.
No, they
Like
don't.
in the show they defuse. Goku,
Zamos?
are you
What are
talking
you
about Goku
talking about?
Black?
I'm talking about
Oh, I
Zamos.
was talking about. I was talking about Vegeta.
Yeah, but there's no unfused animation. So I don't know.
Oh no, there's no unfused animation. No, there's no unfused.
They're
Just
gonna
dies.
put AGL Blue Boys on the banner. Yeah. Vegito-less Goku and mergeless Zamos. I like mergeless Zamos. I like mergeless.
I don't know
Merged
why that's so
and
funny.
mergeless. He's mergeless Zamos. What a waste of 8 minutes. I could have just done one broadcast. I argue it's a bummer the whole thing is. And I still argue that it's a bummer that the whole thing is Future Saga themed. Oh, they make it sound like VB and FZ Fusion Zamos are just actives. The community is gonna be mad. I don't know if the whole thing is. Maybe I should relook. If I don't think the whole thing is Fusion Saga, Future. Yeah, some people got that vibe from it. I really hope not. But what is this? What the hell? Oh, this is one. No, I don't know what this is. No, stop. This is gonna be copyrighted. Uh,
And now it's after the stream.
what is this? I went to the. I'm trying to find the announcement screen. I cannot
Leave the
believe it.
Soul Society. So the Dokkan Society.
Yeah, it's up to him. They made it sound like the whole thing was gonna be future. I don't think so. I'm watching it.
I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, I got. Yeah, what Dokkan Chance Balls did you pick? I didn't pick any number yet.
Um,
It's 15
I didn't pick
stones
any
for
number
each
yet. I couldn't
ball.
play through.
So You
Well,
could put one ball into
I'm
each
playing.
and get a guaranteed 15, or you can gamble and put all your all of the tickets on one ball.
We will be gambling. We
Yeah,
gambling.
I mean I don't even need I don't need the 15 stones that bad. I could just gamble. I could just pick all on the
I want to see. I
4-star
want to
ball.
see like let me take some risks.
You could put 3 on 6. You could put 2 on 5, or you could put them all on one number.
I'm putting it all on one.
All number one.
Num- yeah. No, no. I'm putting all of the chance.
No, I may pick 4 just because like 4-star ball. I don't know.
That'd be too obvious. Maybe like a random number. So it should be like 3.
So the theme is breaking through. I rolled my eyes so hard when I saw this. Warriors who Warriors who fought to break through the future by confronting powerful foes. Bro, I saw some that like I don't know if that like Goku broke through like he broke through the demon world. So people are saying that. People are saying Trunks broke the fight for the future. So Trunks Part 2 for Z obviously. And some people are saying I've also seen some people say Bardock. I'm not gonna lie, hearing that makes me do think about Bardock. Not gonna lie.
Okay. That's not the word. They're not gonna do.
I don't want
That's
that,
not a
but
bad decision.
Warriors Warriors who fought to break through the future. And I'm like, damn, that does kind of sound like they would do for Bardock, bro. I would really not want that.
The Super Saiyan Bardock. I don't know.
I don't think I didn't say nothing about Super Saiyan, but
Oh, okay. I mean, if they're gonna drop a base Bardock, the fight.
they've dropped 2 of them. The Fire and the Tech one.
Okay.
I don't know. And
Elsuation.
that
Can y'all
break through the
please just?
future. I don't think that applies to Daima. Yeah, I don't think they do any future stuff.
It could.
So I don't
I doubt it. It could.
feel like that would have
You
been
don't know how
mentioned.
time works in
Shut up, Omatsu.
okay.
Look at it. I don't even like
Yeah.
the unit. The unit animation, bro.
I'm not even. I'm not even sure if there's anything else. I
Yeah,
had my
reuse the end
frustration.
one. This wow, just for the active skill. And you
It's
know they just
over.
do
It
this
really is
stupid.
over.
They just do this stupid. It's just his 18 key. I mean, this is just the in one's 12 key with the red lightning. Like that's it. Vegito's obviously they put more work into it, more extreme glaze. I mean, super glaze. It starts
Cheeto.
kind of cool. He brings the sword out. You know, has some lightning. I'm, I don't know. That's all I needed to say. I don't know. Let's see the comments of the YouTube video. We Saiyans have no limits 2.0. Ah, yes, my favorite moment. Zero fusion plan.
0.
Thank God we never seen an LR Blues card before. These 4 months have been hell for Dokkan players.
It hasn't been that bad.
I mean, there's nothing to summon
It's not
on,
that
bro.
bad. I mean, it's just
I
kind of been
legit have not
boring.
summoned since Diamond Vegeta.
I haven't summoned since
I mean,
anniversary.
it should not have happened if they didn't fumble. If they didn't fumble Goku and hit. Well, they didn't fumble hit. I was just being stingy with my stones. I would have summoned for Goku though. With all the budget, they couldn't afford a damn permanent fusion mechanic. Are you serious? Still haven't had that card. That's just Vegito Blue since 2018. Yeah, their decision making so odd. 2018 since we've had a straight up Vegito Blue card, and is it Tech Vegito? Don't tell me it's Tech. The Tech VB?
Technically, I mean, do you count the LR one?
Oh, they're talking about the
The
LR. Oh
LSTR one?
well, he said a card that's just Vegito Blue. So yeah, it's just that must be the TUR he's talking about, right? 2018.
They don't really be
Wow,
dropping
wow. And the
solo
last
cards.
Vegito card we got is it 5 year?
Just Vegito?
The 5, yeah. Is it 5 year?
Just Vegito, no fusion, just
Just Vegito.
uh
It's 5 year, right?
that's a Doka. Yeah, 5 year.
Wow.
He was lit. Still love his animations, but
Wow.
come on.
Yeah, same with him. I don't think there's not a single Gogeta Blue card in the game. There's just straight up Gogeta Blue. We don't have that. We don't have a straight up Vegito. We do have Vegito Blue ones. We have the free to play LR, and we have
The tech one
the
and the physical
buy
one
one and the tech one. Yeah, but for some reason, no
from years
Gogeta Blue
ago.
card. No straight up Vegito Blue. I don't know what they're. I don't know what they're scared of. I don't know. I don't know.
So
Tag.
always hates the
Why
randomness
don't they want to make
for
like? And then they waste all these animations.
Goku.
These possible animations can be used for a tag Gogeta Vegito. Bro, unlimited money. Literally, you're satisfying both fan bases. Unlimited
Can they do
money.
that? Can they
Unlimited
do that?
money, bro. Could you imagine they start Super Saiyan and then like Gogeta's active skill they go blue? Like, bro, are you serious? Like, no, base form. They start in base. Gogeta's active is Super Saiyan. Vegito's active is blue.
Instead
Bruh.
of swap Vegito, they're not.
Bruh.
They
And you
would
know what's
never ever do
you
that.
know what's I don't know why none is unlimited money. That would, I don't know. They could
As much as I
also
want that, they're not doing that.
they also need to do a man. You know I don't even want. I rather them not even be tagged because I want to see them at the same time. I wish it was I wish it was just a straight up and. We're probably not gonna get and cards anymore. I want to Gogeta and Vegito. I want them both at the same time. I didn't even want them to be
What's them
tagged.
boxing the boss
Bro,
with each
could you
other?
imagine their 10-year active skills animation and it was them fighting together in like some Dokkan original?
Bruh,
Bro.
that would look amazing. That would look amazing. But they're not doing that. They're not doing that. As much as I
They
want them
don't
to,
want
they're not
money.
going to do that.
Okay, well, I think we can wrap it up because we made it for an hour. At least tomorrow. At least we
Hour
get a
straight Dokkan.
3 day, yeah, a long weekend. So wrap it up. I mean, next time I'll be streaming Dokkan will be when we have the banner time. I'm probably gonna stream the summons because we're most likely summoning. What was your summon plan? I didn't ask you yet actually if you
That's a
went.
good question. I have 1,400 stones. A bunch of backup stones. So, I got they are, first off. If they're, like, top
I expect
5,
them to
which
still
they
be
should,
top 5 level. Yeah, they're
so they're going
definitely
to be
gonna
better
make up for
than.
their lack of fusion. I think they're definitely gonna be very powerful.
So if they're that good,
They're
if
not
they're that
beating
good,
10 years though, but yeah, keep going.
I know, I didn't say that. But they're going to be, like, on the level of the EAs. Like, Jesus Christ. Maybe drop, like, what's the
I could see him
energy?
be better than 4 Goku. That's as high as you can go because he's like number 3. I think he can definitely be better than them.
It's possible, but I got to see it. But I'm going to just set the baseline at 5. If they're that good, I might drop like 800. I can get this back.
Do you
It's not a
want? Do
problem.
you
It's
care
just
about Goku
how
Black at all, or
I
do you
want to
think you
start.
may just go for the blue people?
I want Goku Black, but like I don't know how much I'm gonna use him. I don't have a team for him, especially for the big boy events. Like he's gonna be a cool card to have. I might use him for fun.
What categories? What do you have? I think.
I don't really have villains like that. I got a few, but not enough to make like a competent team, especially with
Let me
future.
pull you this one. No, yeah, yeah. We'll have Power Beyond Super Saiyan. Power of Wishes. You'll have some good. He's on. No, he probably won't do comment on. Maybe you. I don't know. Future
Maybe possible.
Saga, Realm of Gods, Accelerated Battle. You can run Accelerated Battle with him.
Cyber battle's pretty
They'll
good.
have a lot of stuff. They'll be on all the fusion categories as well. I mean, that's the good thing about them having the active skills where they at least still do the fusion. Because Truth
Like
talks
I
about
could
this a
put
lot.
them on the team.
The Tech
It'd
Eller
just be kind of
Gods,
funny.
them doing the Gogeta Blue active skill puts them on like an extra 6 categories. Because then you go to Infusion Zamasu, the categories that Boy's not on, he gets, what does he gain? He gains Fused Fighters, This one's on Battle of Fate, so you should get Battle of
No, I
Fate.
was about to ask.
Because I was looking at Int Goku Black, and he didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't see Battle of Fate. So you get Battle of Fate, also maybe you get Final Trump card.
Okay, I mean, I
I guess
can't build a
it's
team.
two more.
I'm
I
pretty
guess
much
it's
just
two
plopping
more.
them on. I'm pretty much just plopping them into the OP team. Thing is, like, I don't know what his role is. If I might dabble some coin as we. I don't know how much. It also depends on how fast. Once I get one, I'm not getting multiple. Put one of Vegito. For Goku Black. If I pull Vegito in a decent amount of stones, I'll go for Goku Black. If I pull, I'm not touching Goku Black.
Well, we'll see who I go for
So,
first. If I can actually
and then,
feel like I get usage out of using Goku Black, then I guess I will. I mean, yeah, I forgot to mention him. They could also Super Easy A Tech Goku Black and Zamasu. He can definitely get a Super Easy A. Go on already did.
I was like, what card are you talking about? That card?
Yeah.
The iconic card? It's possible. It's very, very possible. But yeah, that's my plan. My last note is I'm extremely disappointed, but at least the units will be good. Daima better be in part 2, man. I'm sick of waiting. Drop these monkey boys, man. I'm sick of waiting.
Honestly, bro. I hope I
Like
pull them quick and get out, and then I can just have a lot of stones saved. Or
cause
hopefully they have something. I actually
people
hope.
have.
I actually rather pray for their downfall. Hopes one of them has something really bad,
You
and
hope
I
they're
just,
bad.
or there's something that
So you
pisses
save
me
your
off.
stones.
Yeah, then I can just skip. Okay, but yeah, let's get out of here. We have to watch Squid Game, and then I gotta go to bed, man. Already.
Yeah, you can watch one
Yeah.
episode.
Well,
I mean, I'd watch multiple, but you can only watch one.
we'll see. We'll be back with all of our knowledge. At least, you know what? We'll be back for the Dokkan Now. Dokkan Now night. I think the Dokkan Now is at 9.
It wants me to wake up
9
at 4
p.m.
a.m.
Saturday. I probably won't be home, but when I get back home, I will. We will talk about the units. We will talk about what we think about their animations and their kit. So we'll be back Saturday night.
Okay.